Hello, all. Hello, lovey doveys. This is Sade, aka the Self Love Extraordinaire. Thank you for joining me again on my channel where we discuss everything and all things self love, self care, and being self aware from your favorite self love and femininity coach, me. So we are going to talk about on today's subject on how to not pew 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 shoot your shot at men. Beautiful women we are. We are women. We are the queens of the jungle. We need to learn how to rest in our femininity, and that's why my channel is transitioning also, of course, always want to talk about self-love, but into femininity as well, because I believe self-love coincides and connects with femininity. And so we as women, we are more delicate, more poised, more graceful, some of us. um, and in that state, our by nature and our biology, we are less strong than men. We cannot do things that men can do. I mean, yes, in some aspects I can work and et cetera, we can, but I'm not talking about that. And I'm not saying the feminist movement wasn't needed. It was a great milestone in history, although it's one I personally don't agree with. I did at one point, but one I personally don't agree with anymore. I believe, of course, it helped in the plight of Caucasian women, and in doing so, it kind of made the roles kind of get reversed of what like men can do and what women can do, because at the end of the day, men and women are not equal. No, no matter how bad, no matter how much you want to try and put it in that box, men and women are not equal, and we will never be equal because we both have different things, have different specialties that we are experts in, and some roles that men and women, we can't fulfill each other's roles. And that's what I'm saying. Like, men are supposed to be the ones, the leaders, the lions that's supposed to shoot your shot at you. As the women, as the lady, you're not supposed to shoot your shot at them. They're the hunters, they're the gatherers. Like, you're not supposed to, that is not in nature what you are supposed to do. You aren't supposed to go ravishing after them. They're supposed to come after you, and that is just nature. That is just in their DNA. And so when you shoot your shot, you're actually, as a woman, when you shoot your shot, you're actually like lowering like your value. You're lowering like their expectation of you, because they're figuring, okay, she's in her masculine now, she's trying to be like me, she's trying to shoot her shot at me, so I don't really have to do anything. I can just lay back and chill and be like, yeah, yeah, and I can just let her take over, because because she is committing to her masculine role. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying that we don't possess any masculinity in us. There is some testosterone in women, of course, as there is estrogen in men. But I'm just saying, we have more of like the womanly kind of like the estrogen, okay? And so that affects our bodies, like testosterone affects theirs and vice versa in different ways. But when it comes back down to nature, and how even back in the day, like the 1800s and like Victorian time and like the Queen era and like the early days, the olden days, I guess like the Industrial Revolution, even before that, women used to be courted by men. It wasn't just, you say, hey, what's up? And then the man's like, hey, what's up? And then you're like, yeah, you wanna do something? And then the man's like, yeah, let's do something. And then that's it. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Especially in this new day and age when like technology and new mindsets and new ideals and new notions are occurring every second. Like, sometimes the things the more things change, the more things stay the same. And sometimes we just need the good old things that were at times traditional. naturally fulfilled, biologically captured to stay the same. And and even when you see in like gay relationships, you have the butch and the femme, right? And it goes back to, when it comes back to the end of the day, and I'm not trying to say anything else for the other genders. I'm just saying, well, I'm just talking about men and women right now, that like when it all goes back to the man and the woman, at the end of the day, it's all a yin and a yang. It is all a masculine and a feminine. There is always a duality to everything we experience. Light and darkness. Darkness can only exist without the absence of light. Like, even though it's duality, it still all makes us all whole, all one in some way or another. And so when I'm talking about like women shooting your shot and like a man's DM, like it just makes you look desperate. And I'm so sorry, I have never shoot my shot in a man's DM at all, ever, and I would never do that. It's almost as though, like you're saying, it's almost as bad as when like the woman proposes to the man. You were in your masculine, and you're making a conscious choice. Not, you're being the pursuer, you're being the hunter gatherer. You're not resting. You're not resting in your femininity. You're not resting in the role you were born to do. And so when you don't do that, you leave it all up to chance. You leave it all up to stars. You leave it all up to the man to just chill. And the man is not supposed to just chill. I mean, he can chill, in the context. You know what I'm saying? But like, biologically, he can't just like chill. He's supposed to step up, be the man, be the leader, lead, build the community, be front and center, know what to do, and have a game plan at the end of the day. But I'm just saying this to say, like, if you go and shoot your shot at a man, I'm not saying he's going to look at you as like less than, but like he's not going to take you seriously. And when you shoot your shot at a man, more than likely it is going to be like a dusty or what have you. But once again, that's not always the case. I know there's a few exceptions. Don't come after me. But I'm just saying all this to say, like, ladies, have more self-worth, have more self-respect. Know you are a queen. Know you are the diamond of the season, and do not pew your shot at a man. In 2021, we are not pew-pewing. 2021, we are not pew-pewing, okay? Just know when you do that, you're just telling him, basically, I have no self-worth, I have no self-esteem, I'm desperate, I need a man. But no, in the right season, in the right time, just wait, and he will come. Okay? Build yourself up, read self-development books, exercise, drink your water, do everything you need to do in the waiting season. But for now, do not get so desperate for some boom chicken that you are in a man's DM and you're making the first shot. No, you're not the shot caller. He is. This is Sade, the Self-Love Extraordinaire. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember, have tea time with yourself because you are royalty, and rest in your femininity. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to check out my podcast with a new episode aired from So Procrastination Back to Self on almost all streaming platforms. And thank you so much for joining me, and see you in the next video. Lovey doveys. Bye now.